Hi, this is Fred from the JBoss Tools team. In this video, we'll see how you can, with Red Hat Developer Studio 10, deploy some Docker-based microservices into an OpenShift 3 instance, running on Red Hat's Container Development Kit. So this demo is based on a microservices tutorial, the Hello MSA project, available on GitHub under the Red Hat Hello MSA account. You will find instructions on how to deploy a bunch of microservices to OpenShift 3 from the command line using the OpenShift client binary or the Fabricate Maven plugin. These instructions show you how to deploy a variation of Hello World services, each of them showcasing a different server-side technology. So for this demo, we're going to deploy a couple of projects to our local OpenShift 3 instance running on the Red Hat's Container Development Kit virtual machine. So here, we have the Container Development Environment Server adapter running, which automatically configured an OpenShift 3 connection and a Docker connection running within the CDK. I cloned and imported the Bonjour and the front-end tutorial projects from GitHub, and these apps are based on JavaScript and Node.js, so our plan is to build them and create a Docker image, push it, and deploy it to OpenShift 3. So here we can see that we have an OpenShift 3 project name that is an environment set as an environment variable, and we're going to reuse that later on during the deployment. Now let's do run as npm install on the package.json file. This will download and install all the required JavaScript modules in the project. npm support is a new feature in Eclipse Neon. It's part of the major refactoring that we could see in all the JavaScript tooling in Eclipse. So once the build is completed, you can see there's a new node modules folder here. So we are ready to build our Docker image. So Docker file run as Docker image build, and we are selecting our connection to the container development environment. Select a repository name. In this case, I'm going to use demo/frontend. Click OK. And now the Docker image is building against the Docker daemon running in the container development environment. So because I already performed a couple builds before, some base images are already present in the Docker daemon. So overall, the Docker build will be fairly quick. A few seconds left now. And once the build is completed, the Docker image will be available in the CDK connection in the Docker Explorer. The CDK connection is currently labeled Container Development Environment, and we'll be able to see the new image in about now. So here you can see the demo front-end Docker image. Now you can we're going to right-click on it, and we're going to deploy to OpenShift. So now we're going to create a new OpenShift project. Let's call it demo. And we're going to push the image to the registry. Click Next. We're going to change some environment variable. The project name is demo. We're going to keep the default settings for the rest and click Finish. And now the Docker image is going to be pushed to the Docker registry on OpenShift. So once the Docker image is fully pushed to the Docker registry on OpenShift, the Eclipse plugin will generate all the required OpenShift 3 resources for your application to run. So we'll see in a few seconds now. There's a deployment config that maps to the Docker image that we just pushed, a service acting as a load balancer, and a route for you to access your application from your browser, for instance. So in the OpenShift Explorer, we can see front-end pod currently pending, and now it's running. So if we right-click on it in the pod logs, we can see that the front-end service is running. So back to the Explorer, we can right-click on the service and show in the web browser. And now we have access to the front end that is currently expecting 4 microservices to connect. And now we're going back to the workbench where we will build the Bonjour microservice. Same as before, we'll have to npm install the package JSON file. And it's ready, so we can now build the Docker file. Same as before, the repository name is demo/bonjour. And the image is being pushed to the Docker daemon on the CDK. Really the same as before. So this time we'll start from the OpenShift Explorer, right-click on Demo, and deploy Docker image. Here I'm going to choose my connection to the Docker daemon. Select my image name. We have Content Assist here, and push the image to the registry. Click Next. We have nothing to change here, so we can click Next and finish. And again, the Docker image is being pushed to the Docker registry on OpenShift. So now we have the Bonjour service with 1 pod running. So let's check if it's ready. Everything is running fine. So going back to the browser, we can see if we refresh the results that there's a greeting from the Bonjour service with the host name that matches the pod name in the OpenShift Explorer. So now we're going to right-click on the service and scale up to have 2 pods running on OpenShift, serving the same microservice. So refreshing the results, we can see the service is load balancing between the 2 pods. So now we're going to make a change to our Bonjour microservice, and we're going to change the Bonjour greeting to Salut, which is French for hi. Then we can create a new Docker image build. So here we did not have a dialog for the Docker build because the launch configuration remembers your last build settings. So it's pretty easy to relaunch a Docker image build. So we are now waiting for the Docker image to being pushed to the Docker daemon. And it's done, so we can again deploy the image to OpenShift. Click push image to registry, next, and we have nothing to change here. So we click finish. This time no new OpenShift resources will be created. So now we are seeing Bonjour 2 pods being added and running. Back to the browser, if we refresh the results, then we can see the new greeting being Salut and the pod name. So that's it for this demo. I hope you enjoyed it. If you need any more information about OpenShift 3 and Docker tooling in Eclipse, head over to tools.jboss.org.